And we're on. If you're new to this channel, guys, my name is Logan. This is Timeless Personal Growth and Development, Fitness Episode 3, and today what we're going to be talking about is home workouts in lockdowns. So if you're someone like me who has been involved in fitness entire life, you're probably feeling right now, crap, another goddamn lockdown, another month or two where we can't go to the gym and we can't train. So what are we going to do? We got to get creative. We got to adapt. What do we got to do? Design a home workout. So I've been following this guy on YouTube, Jeff Cavalier, Athlenext.com, and I've been basically following him for a couple of weeks, and his home workouts, his training, his core programs that I've been going through with him, fantastic. So if you guys want a referral to someone to give you good core workouts, good home workouts, good body workouts that you can put yourself through, Jeff Cavalier, Athlenext.com. But today we're talking about how to design a home workout program that will optimize your physical fitness. I know for some people, they like to go to the gym. They need that social aspect of being in the gym and training. I do too. I need to be able to be out of the house. I need to be able to go and socialize and get out of these walls for a couple hours. It feels nice being in that environment. But since we can't do that now, we got to adapt. So what can we do? What I've done is I went to the store a couple weeks ago, got myself a yoga mat, got myself some weights, and designed myself a little workout. To start, you want to primarily focus on core training. So having home workouts is a great time to develop a core workout. For core workouts, you see in the gym all the time people spending at the end of a workout, they've done squats, they've done their compound exercises like bench press, they've done the squats, they've done their deadlifts, they've trained their arms, they've done their biceps, and then at the end of the workout they spend half an hour, 45 minutes doing their abs. That's a waste of time. You don't need that much time to spend just on abs. You don't even need 2 hours to go to the gym to do an effective workout. High intensity workouts for a shorter period of time is much more beneficial for you than doing lower intensity for 2.5 hours in the gym. Especially when you have a job, you have a lot of responsibilities, you don't have a whole lot of time. You want to optimize your time as much as absolutely possible. So condensing your workouts into a smaller period of time, but making that period of time really intense, will be much more beneficial for you. High intensity, shorter period of time, much better than low intensity for a longer period of time. And for abs, you don't need to spend that much time on your abs. For me, I like to spend 8 to 10 minutes, and it doesn't need to be longer than that, 8 to 10 minutes. But those 8 to 10 minutes need to be intense. You need to feel that fire, and you need to feel that burn in your abs. Develop your abdominals, develop lower abs, develop your obliques. You need to burn them. They need to be on absolute fire. As you get older, especially for men, our metabolism will go down, and we have a tendency to develop more body fat around our lower abs. I know for me, I have the genetic predisposition to have a belly, to have a gut. That's the way my father was, and that's the way I am too. I have the genetic predisposition for it. I need to work really, really hard on my diet and my ab training, my core training, to make sure I don't, while I age, when I get into my mid-30s, late 30s, early 40s, I'm not developing a huge, enormous gut. It's not healthy, and it's not attractive to women. I'm going to do a video about that in the near future. So you want to make sure that your diet is on point. You're staying away from sugar, not too much alcohol, and you want to make sure staying. You need your carbs, you need the energy, but it needs to be smaller meals. So if you're eating to develop strong abs, we have this tendency in our Western culture to eat too much. Where the portions that we eat are they're unnecessary. They're huge. They're enormous. It's kind of our eating culture now. We like to have these enormous, like 3 meals a day. We don't need that much food. We don't need that. It's not necessary. So I like going on a fast once in a while. Well, I won't eat for like a day or two, and like I feel fine. I feel great. Think about it. You can survive with no food for like 30 days. So when you're stuffing your face with like 3-4 giant meals a day, then midnight snacks, watching TV, you wonder why you have no energy, you feel like crap. Because you're telling your body, you're telling your intestines to process so much food. It doesn't have that time to process that much food. So your body is getting all the nutrients, all the proteins, vitamin, minerals it needs. But then all that extra nutrients, it doesn't know what to do with all that nutrients because it's too much to process at once. So what does it do? It gets stored into fat. And that's how you develop a protruding gut. That's how you develop body fat around your midsection. So you want to stick to lower fat foods, leaner foods. So it's like your eggs, your fish, your rice. You need your good carbs like rice, potatoes, and all that. But like pasta, heavy bread and sauce, all that having large portions of that's going to cause you to get a very large gut. So for core training, you want to combine that as well. So you want to have a strong combination of core training as well as your nutrition, your diet really needs to be on point. I like to say that to develop strong abs, it comes from the work that you do in the kitchen, not just the work you do in the gym or during your workouts. 70% of developing abs is your eating. 30% is your workouts. So your core workouts need to be strong. They need to be really intense but quick. But make sure your diet's on point and you're having smaller portions. Smaller, healthy portions of proteins, vitamins, minerals, and all that. And then we move on to body weight exercises. For body weight exercises, for in-home workouts, you just get a yoga mat and you can do your squats and you can do your deadlifts and you can do your push-ups as well. What I like to do is isometric push-ups. So you're holding push-up position and you're going down slow to a count of 10 and then back up. So to a count of 10 and back up. So you're feeling that slow burn. You cannot be able to use a bench press. You will use like 160 pounds, but you're using your own body weight. So you can do different variations of push-ups. So let's say for a minute you do regular isometric push-ups. Rest for 20 seconds and then go into clap push-ups. Rest for 20 seconds and then you go into diamond push-ups. And then you do different sets of that. Going for a full minute as hard as you can, then you rest for 15 and going into the next set of push-ups. And you do the same thing as squats. You do your regular squats as long as you can. Go for a solid minute. Rest for 15 and then you go into lunges for a minute and then rest for 15 and then you can go into single lunges or just single squats. I like to get a little bit creative and I like to use the furniture in my house to work out. So I had a bed frame that I was able to use and just put the bed frame across my shoulders, across it for front squats, and then you go down for front squats for a full minute. And then do the same thing, rest for 15 and then to a minute. I've tried it here. There's not in my home specifically. There's not a whole lot of equipment that I can use for for pull-ups, to doing any kind of pulling motion to train your back, to train your lats, to train your rhomboid shoulder blades in your lower back. For that, I know, as for now, I need specific gym equipment. I need pull-up bars I would have to buy at the store, because right now I've looked around the house, nothing I can get creative with yet. But you can use stuff. You can use the edge of your couch to do shoulder press. You can use your coffee table. I know for me personally, when in the first lockdown we had back in the spring, that routine got really, really boring. So I decided to develop a gym in my apartment. And really get a solid workout, guys, in your home. You want to make sure you're being time efficient as possible. So don't make it too long, but you got to also make sure you're making it as intense as possible. So whatever workout, whatever exercise you're doing, do it for I like going for a full minute, resting 15. Going to the next exercise for a full minute, resting for 15, and following that pattern, and have a group of 10 different exercises for each body part. So for your chest, for your legs, for your arms, for your shoulders. Doing handstand push-ups against the wall. I started doing that in the spring. It was challenging, but doing slow I wasn't even able to do one set, but doing slow isometric handstand push-ups like that was able to develop my shoulders, and I was able to progress and get stronger at doing that every single day. And if you're doing home training, make sure you're doing it at least 4 times a day. For abs, for core specifically, I like doing it every day. Maybe do it Monday to Saturday and then rest on Sunday. Like I said in the beginning of the video, especially for core, especially for abs, it needs to be brief, not long, but brutally intense. Make sure your abs are on absolute fire from that. And your diet needs to be on point as well. That you're eating smaller meals, you're getting the protein that you're in. Don't need to be overly strict on yourself. You need those cheat meals to keep you sane. You need that sugar, you need that donut, that poutine, that pizza every once in a while. You need to treat yourself. So if you're consistent every day in your home workout training, you're doing it 10 to 15 minutes every single day, your diet's on point. By the end of the week, if you worked really hard, you ate clean, then you know what? Having a nice little cheat meal is going to feel very rewarding, and you're going to feel like you really earned it. The trick is to make it short, make it intense, and be consistent. And on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, share it with your friends, like, subscribe, do all of that. You can watch past videos on book reviews, attraction tips for men, the Storytime show, and child development. And my next video I will be posting on Monday. It'll be attraction tips for men. Vulnerability for men is not a strength. And I'm going to explain why on Monday. And I will see you all soon. Have a good day.